Blacklist Hunter here, and today I wanted to dedicate a video yapping really about the exam hunters, or otherwise the examiners. First off, we got the captain of the ship. I gotta say I really like his design and he seems like a very wise old man. The captain immediately caught on that Gon resembled Jing, and we derived that at some point he may have guided Jing to the exam location, or he met him later on when Jing became a pro hunter. However, the captain was quite sharp and immediately was impressed by Gon and his ability to tell that there was going to be a storm approaching the ship. Gon even almost accurately predicted the size of the storm and the time it would hit. However, even though it wasn't 100% accurate, it wasn't no lucky guess, and the captain really took a liking to Gon. The captain is the one who says this phrase, which I really like, which is, there are as many people who want to be hunters as there are stars in the sky. So it was the captain's job to select the right people by testing them. He saw that Leorio, Gon and Kurapika had some iron and will in them and questioned them, and really the captain knew about the Phantom Troop and even stated that even the most seasoned hunters balk at taking a shot at them. So the captain, we can't really estimate his strength, but since he looks like he has some ears on him and definitely looks wise, sharp and is a experienced hunter, he may have a really good nan ability, maybe even related to his lifelong job as maybe a sea hunter. All in all, I really like the captain and he came to like the main trio so much, their personality, the way they all rushed to save Katsu, the crew member. He guided them to the nearest port of the exam and even told Gon a shortcut to the exam location. Even if the captain is not that strong, he sure is a nice man, and he also thought that Jing had nothing to worry about Gon as he is a great kid. Next, we got the old lady who had the two-choice quiz, which really surprised our main characters. First off, when I first watched this in the 1999 anime, I was like, this makes no sense. What is this tricky question? So the one who followed Gon because he overheard him talking to the captain took the quiz first, and the choice was to save the mother or the lover, and he gave the answer he thought would please the old lady, which was to save the mother as she cannot be replaced. So he was allowed to pass, but ultimately the answer was wrong and he was attacked by magical beasts. I gotta say, the old hag is one perceptive old lady. She has many years dealing with different types of personalities and characters, and possibly her role is to remove those who have no substance or aren't clever, even perceptive enough. However, the main trio managed to stay silent even though Leora tried to attack her at the last second. So even the old lady admits that she only does this job because she enjoys meeting diverse people. The true answer, the golden answer, was silence, and in reality, as it's stated by the old woman, is that one must be prepared for difficult crossroads in life. Next is Satos, and he is my favorite. His design is, you could say, unique. He is the first phase examiner and the way he walks is really weird, but not everyone could manage to keep up with him, and we don't know if Satos was using Nen or not, but it's quite possible he wasn't using Nen while running for hours. In the beginning of Milzy Wetlands phase, Satos makes it very clear to the examinees that monsters in there use every trick in the book to get to their flesh, but when the monkey came and declared that Satos is an imposter and he is not the real examiner, Hisoka, to clear up the confusion, attacked both Satos and the fake monster that was trying to lure people away. And we know Hisoka has no patience, and furthermore, Satos caught the shoe-powered cards even though it was a simple attack. That means Satos was on his guard at all times. Hisoka goes on to state that a true hunter would have evaded his attack, and Satos with irony responded to Hisoka that he appreciated the compliment, but if he was attacked again, Hisoka would get disqualified. I've always thought Satos is a strong hunter, at least at the high tier, able to keep up with some of the Phantom Troop members. Satos was aware of Hisoka, as stated later on when all the hunter examiners gather up in one place and discuss with each other, and it's implied that even when Satos was the proctor, he was constantly on guard from Hisoka because Hisoka was provoking him, perhaps emitting ominous aura. Furthermore, Satos states that Hisoka is up there in the same league as them, but the difference is that he stays in the shadows. Satos even admits that hunters are always on the lookout for a challenge for worthy opponents, as like he was talking for himself. Satos is definitely a formidable and proficient Nen user, and he is a ruins hunter just like Jing, and furthermore he has immense respect for Jing and wishes to meet him to express his thanks because Jing has inspired him a lot. Satos also seems very analytical and intelligent. Menchi and Buhara also seem pretty strong. Menchi at 21 years old achieves the status of a 1-star gourmet hunter due to her immense contributions to the field. It's stated that her contributions have been invaluable valuable, meaning truly special, and she is also a prominent chef. Buhara doesn't seem too intelligent, but he is definitely strong physically. He ate all those pigs without a care in the world. It could be related to his nen ability. And he also slapped Toto the wrestler to the other side of the forest. Menchi also seems to be capable in martial arts and a very flexible handler of the knives. Menchi and Satos are in Hisoka's toy box scene in the chairman election arc, suggesting that they are both pretty strong if Hisoka has his eyes set on them. Menchi was able to feel Hisoka's presence and bloodlust, while Buhara didn't feel it in the slightest. Due to Hisoka's constant provocation, Menchi was thrown off a bit. She was on guard at all times. She also jumped into a whole ravine and made it look so easy, catching the spider eagle eggs, furthermore proving that she is a capable hunter, and this feat even made Toto the wrestler acknowledge that he was wrong, that the gourmet hunters have no value. Lipo, the Blacklist hunter, has a awesome design. He seems like a tough one. He doesn't look that strong physically, but he definitely has one tricky nen ability. Lipo was the one who caught Jones the dissector, but possibly he has caught even nen users who were ruthless criminals. Lipo also looks devious and merciless. He looks like he enjoyed his time in the trick tower phase. And Togari was not strong at all. He didn't have the respect of Hisoka. Hisoka defeated him possibly without even using his nen ability. Togari was not suited to be a examiner. He was a weak hunter, but his knives were pretty cool. And all in all, that's all I want to say. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Let's reach that 1000 sub goal, and I'll see you in the next Hunter x Hunter video.